Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all would be doing well. As far as we have covered the content of verbs in our previous classes, and we have get done that how many types of verbs exist in our English grammar and how we have to categorize them in different categories. So in our today's class we are going to solve some of the practice exercise of the verbs to make our understanding more comprehensive, so that whenever we got to know or we got a question of verbs, we can easily identify that what type of adverb is used in the sentence. In our today's class we are going to study and we are going to have a practice exercise about action or main verbs, transitive and intransitive verbs, linking verbs, helping verbs which have further been subdivided into auxiliary verbs and modal verbs. So just jump into the exercise of the main or action verbs. You have to identify action verb in the following sentences. Just recall the concept of action verbs, that what are the action verbs basically. Action verbs are those verbs which identify the action or the happening of something in a sentence. So just recall the concept and identify what action verb has been used in this given sentence. He has recovered completely. So can you identify that what type of verb has been used here in the sentence? Yes, it is recovered. Last month he appeared for an interview. Where is an verb in this sentence? Appeared. The teacher taught the lesson yesterday. So what is a verb or what is an action being performed by the subject of the sentence? It is taught. We visited him on Friday. So visited is a action verb. They are waiting for their guests. Waiting is a action verb. So all of these are those verbs which represent an action of the doer, that what kind of action is being performed by the subject of the sentence is an action verb. Now here in these sentences you have to identify that which verb is transitive or intransitive. If the verb is transitive, then you have to name the object or identify the object which has been used in the sentence to complete it. The boy kicks the football. What is a verb in this sentence? The verb is kicks. Is it transitive or intransitive? It is a transitive object. Why it is transitive? Because if you say that the boy kicks, it is incomplete until you do not name an object in the sentence to give its complete meaning. Like the boy kicks the football, or the boy kicks you can say a toy, the boy kicks a shoe, or the boy kicks whatever the object would be there, it is compulsory. Transitive verbs need a filler to complete its meaning or to complete the right way that how to describe the main task of the verb. The girl laughs loudly. If you say the girl laughs, it is complete. Laugh is a verb which is complete in its meaning, and it does not need any filler to give a complete understanding about the verb. This laugh is an intransitive verb, and this loudly in this sentence is acting as a you can say that this is used here to give a more meaning or to modify the verb to give a complete meaning to a sentence. He took shelter under the tree. If you say he took, the verb is took. He took. This is incomplete until you do not write an object in this sentence to complete its meaning. So this took is a transitive verb because there is a need of object in this sentence to complete the meaning. So we can get to know that he took shelter. Now the complete sentence is here. He took shelter, or he took a cover, or he took a laptop, or he took a book, or he took a pen, or he took whatever you want to say. So this took is a transitive verb because it needs an object to give its complete meaning, what the subject has been taken on. The students arrived at the residency in Houston. If you say the students arrived, it is complete. There is no need of any filler in the sentence. This is just a modified information, or this is just a filler that you are adding to give more understanding or give more information in the sentence. So the students arrived is an intransitive verb which do not need any of the object in the sentence. The little bird hopped and sang in a melodious voice. What are the verbs? Hopped, sang. These are verbs. Hopped means jump. Sang means someone who is singing a song. So hopped and sang both are intransitive verbs because these do not need any of the further clarification or modification to give the complete meaning. If somebody or someone is jumping, it is complete. If somebody is singing, it is complete. If somebody is jumping high, this high is just a modification. If somebody is singing in a melodious voice, that melodious voice is again a modification, or you can say that an extra information linking to the verb. So these are the transitive and intransitive verbs. Here is linking verbs. Identify the linking verbs in the following sentence. Just recall the concept of linking verbs. Linking verbs are those verbs which do not identify a tense in the sentence, but these only link the subject to the rest of the sentence to give a complete meaning. Like, I am very interested in this new project. If you say I very interested, so this would be incomplete. This subject needs a linking verb to link with the rest of the sentence. We are students. Are is a linking verb. That boy was very naughty. This is a linking verb. If you say that boy very naughty, this would be incomplete. That boy is very naughty. That boy was very naughty. Those boys were very naughty. Those boys are very naughty. So is, am, are, was, were, has, have, these act as a linking verb also in the sentences. John is my friend since class 5. The lion has a big mane. If you say the lion a big mane, so it would be again incomplete. So linking verbs are those verbs which connect the subject of the sentence to the rest of the sentence. Identify the auxiliary verbs in the following sentences. What are the auxiliary verbs? Auxiliary verbs are those verbs which identify the tense of the sentence, like I am going to meet. These come together with the main verb. If you say I going, it would be incomplete. This going requires, or this subject requires a verb between them to complete the meaning. The cats are fighting for food. So are is here an auxiliary verb which is used with fighting. The children were studying for their exams. So this main verb has an auxiliary verb of were. My parents had gone to a party a few days back. Had gone. All the members of the committee have arrived now. So have is here as an auxiliary verb which is again identifying the tense. Present perfect tense, past perfect tense, or past continuous tense, or present continuous tense, or again present continuous tense. So these are auxiliary verbs. Next is here modal verbs. What are the modal verbs? Modal verbs are those which identify the possibility of a certain task to be done in the sentence. Like, I think I might have failed the test, but I am not sure. This might is an modal verb. We have to rush. We must not miss the last bus home. So must not. Must is again a modal verb. If you had let me know earlier, I would have been able to come. Would have is again a modal verb. If there is an age restriction, then you should not go in as you are too young. This should not is a modal verbs because these are the verbs which give us a possibility of the task to happen in the sentence, and these are very limited in English grammar, like may, might, would, could, should, must and will are all the modal verbs to be used in the sentences for English grammar. If you have any question relevant to the types of verbs you may ask in the comment section. Thank you so much. Take care.